Here's a ground ball up the left side. Pass, roll in. One will score. It's in the gap. It gets by the outfielders. Jordheim goes back. Two will score. Here's the throw down to third. Not in time as Welsh.
Ivy throws it back in. We'll see if the relay comes home. It does not. It's an RBI single.
Called strike three.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Tuesday late afternoon from Bismarck. This is the second day of the 2023 North Dakota All-Star Scheels Softball Series here on yourliveevent.com. I'm Chase Miller alongside Josh Boyko and Joey Hughes. Let's recap what happened yesterday in the two contests out in West Fargo, Cheyenne. The seventh inning was a good inning for the East, but the West would go on and take both games by a final of 5-2 in game number one with a 3-run first inning in the contest. You had Kirsten Galloway from Minot High with 5 innings of work, 4 walks, 1 hit, 8 strikeouts in the win for the West All-Stars. And then in game number 2, trailing 10-2 going to the 7th inning, the East All-Stars scored 6 runs but fell short in their 10-8 loss to the West. The West has won 8 straight in the series. Olivia Pisa picked up the win with 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 that was earned, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. And Ellie Broughton from Renville County, she was a menace at the plate. 3 runs scored, 4 runs driven in on a couple of hits here from Miss Broughton. This is the 2023 skills competition. Then later on at around 6 o'clock, we will get to the final game of the 2023 Scheels Softball All-Star Series. So take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll let you know the skills competition, who's going to take part, and more. That's all to come here on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
The Hillsborough Central Valley School Districts are proud of the borough's accomplishments from music to the classroom and on the field of play. The boroughs are proud to see pitcher Serena Closey representing the HCV School District during the Scheels Softball All-Star Series and the borough's run to the state Class B softball tournament in Minot. Congratulations to head coach Corey Erickson, his staff, and the players on a tremendous season. Everyone have a safe and fun summer from the Hillsborough Central Valley School Districts. Well, let's bring our second member of our crew in, Josh Boyko, before we let you know who is on the field level for the skills competition. You can see Josh just a little bit to the left of your screen from our center view camera. Josh, it was a muggy day yesterday out at West Fargo Cheyenne. Today here in Bismarck, currently my temperature says 90 degrees with mostly sunny skies. How does it feel down there to you in shorts and a polo t-shirt, Josh?
I'm feeling every degree of the 90 right now, so it's nice and hot down here, but we're going to be breaking a sweat. We got some base running competition coming up, and we got home run derby. We got throwing accuracy coming up, so we'll have all of the action coming to you right here on the field.
As the fastest runner again coming on here, the fastest runner will be for Tori Richter from Central Cass, Kyra Narum here from West Fargo Cheyenne. You also have Grace Undum from the Valley City Highlanders for the East All-Stars, while for the West All-Stars, Taylor Christensen of Beulah, Ellie Brutton of Renville County, and Berkeley Selzer of Velva Drake Animus. It's simply put here, base running is fastest time home to home. That's the simplest way to say it. If Josh can do it in 12 seconds, if Chase can do it in 40 seconds, Josh wins as the example. Infield throwing is this: 5 throws from shortstop. Center of the target nets you 3 points. If you hit the outer port or you one hop, so to speak, the first baseman or the target, that is 1 point. A perfect throw is 3, a one hop or a little bit off from the first base bag is 1. Outfield throw, you go from short center field to behind home plate. So our center field camera is going to be a perfect angle for that one to see how that comes in. 5 throws as well. If you hit the center of the target, it's 5 points. Bounce is 3, or if you are just to the side of the target, or if you just miss it and tick the target a little bit, that's a point. Home run derby, 10 swings from a BP position. Home run that actually clears the fence. It's 205 here around the horn, or excuse me, 200. It was 205 at West Fargo Cheyenne, but they do have 8-foot high walls compared to Cheyenne having 6-foot high walls. If you're able to hit one 165 feet, so that yellow unit across, you have a couple of cones that are difficult to see from our press box camera, but the cones that go from the outfield wall to the closest, that's 3 points and 125 feet. So you got to get it past the infield, a little bit into shallow right center to left field around. That is 1 point. Team scoring will let you know it's East versus West as well. So as much as it's individual, Josh, it is team scoring. The West swept yesterday, so you know the East wants at least a chance to break an 8-game losing streak, but wouldn't mind winning a skills competition or 2 along the way.
Yeah, the East and the West battling here, and I believe it's 2 trips around the bases for everyone participating, 3 runners apiece, and that average is going to accumulate the total score, and looking forward to seeing some speed burning it up here on the field.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back after this, the 2023 skills competition will be coming up next here from Bismarck on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, We've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you need on your next road trip. Food, fuel, fun, and family-friendly activities. Stop by and fill up your tank or grab a bite to eat. Have a blast at Goose River Golf Club, the swimming pool, or one of our beautiful parks. There's even ice skating and cross-country skiing. Take in the sights or stay the night so you don't miss a thing. Experience Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
From the Sanford Sports Complex in sunny Bismarck, North Dakota, we're not too far away from Bismarck Legacy High School, the same spot we were at last year here on YourLiveEvent.com. The only difference was last year the first day of the tournament was out here or the series, so as they do every other year, 2 games in the east followed by a game and a skills competition out west and vice versa. The skills competition gets underway with Tori Richter here from the Central Cast Squirrels as Josh Boyko is down there and he'll get some of the official times as well. Tori Richter heading to Mayville State University, coming up for collegiate volleyball on the foul. Look at her, round third, on her way home the last 30 feet, and Tori Richter is in there safely. That looked like Josh Boyko's shoes right there, Josh.
Yeah, I had to get out of the way. I mean, we got people coming around third hard here. I'll get you some times here as soon as I can.
As coming across now for the Beulah Miners, for the East All-Stars and the West All-Stars here again. Tori Richter from Central Cass. Kyra Narum here from West Fargo Cheyenne will be coming up next. As if you see or hear some scores, you can write those down up here as my man Joey Hughes behind the scenes. Kyra Narum making her way around third. Here comes Narum, part of that West Fargo Cheyenne product team that made it to the state tournament. And Josh is right in the path of least resistance, Josh, there. You might get knocked over unless you're able to get out of the way. You're kind of at the start-finish line there, my man.
Yeah, I just got to slide a little bit further into foul territory. So Tori Richter with an 11.71, and then Kyra Narum a 12.01 to lead things off.
So right now you have Tori Richter by 0.3 of a tenths of a second. I feel like we're doing a 5K right now as this is coming around the horn. Here comes Grace Undum from the Valley City Highlanders rounding third. She's coming on in, and she'll step at home plate. So it's 60 feet in softball, 60 times 4, my math says, well, 6, 12, 18, 24. So that's 240 feet as you can kind of make your way around the horn here, Josh.
And Undum putting up a 12.33 for the East. So 11.71, 12.01, and 12.33.
So you want, again, an individual. It is individually where you want to get some points. But then at the end of the day, too, it is a team scoring system. So it's about the best scores as you can have possible as Taylor Christensen from the Beulah Miners, the Senior Athlete of the Year, making her way around
this could
third.
Be sub-12.
And Josh's sub-12, we'll see if it is. Coming across here is you have Christensen, Ellie Broughton from Renville County, and then Berkeley Selzer from Velvet Drake Anamoose coming on here for the West All-Stars.
And we have a new fastest time, Taylor Christensen with an 11.27, 26, my bad.
Well, Josh said it was sub-12. It was sub-12 and all of that. I mean, 0.8 of a second here is a ton of time. Ellie Broughton, she's quick as lightning. We saw her make her way around the horn here. She's going to second as now she'll come across on third. Can Ellie Broughton try to match Christensen with a sub-12 time? And we'll see what she's able to do. Tori Richter with 11.71 to lead the East. Christensen already beat it. Josh, where is Miss Ellie Broughton at?
We've got another sub-12 at 11.97.
So you do have Richter currently ahead, but you have Christensen, the overall best right now, at where she's at, as this will be coming around now for Berkeley Selzer from Velvet Drake, Anna Moose, as she almost tripped over first and second here. Now she'll make her way around there and has a smile on, though, as she comes in, and with a finishing time, we'll get that in a moment. Josh, myself, and Joey kind of walked around the base pass a little bit earlier on. Nice facility that they have here at Sanford Health Complex. Josh, what do you got for a time?
Yeah, we got a 13.16 from Selzler.
So second time around the horn now for the Tori Richter. As Richter will come on here for the East All-Stars again, led the first time with an 11.71. Joey and Josh are racing guys, so the first one is almost like the heat lap. The second one is maybe what really counts to get the blood boiling. Richter making her way around. Can she beat 11.71 from what she had in the first time here for Central Cass? And that looked pretty good from what she had the first time, Josh, at 11.71.
Yes, improving by a tenth and a half to an 11.56.
Okay, well, the state track and field tournament is in Bismarck every year, so that was 11.56, as now you're going to have Kyra Narum as she ran a 12.01. So Kyra Narum again with a 12.01 her first time. Second time here, Josh, and I can already tell between Kyra and Tori, it's like they got a fresh set of tires or came into the pit stop here as they're running a little harder this second time around. Can Narum get under 12 seconds will be the question. Kyra Narum from West Fargo, Cheyenne. We'll see if she can beat the 12.01 she had the first time around. Josh?
Nearly identical, but just above. It's a 12.06.
I'm very close here. So Grace Undum now with a 12.33 her last time up for the Valley City Highlanders and the East All-Stars. Big thing about base racing, the inner part of that bag, right? You hit the imparter bag, you kind of come around the horn here as it brings you all the way across as Undum makes her way to home plate here, and we'll see what the official time is. So Tori Richter with an 11.56, Kyra Narum with a 12.01, and Grace Undum, Josh, was she able to beat her first time?
About 3/10 slower that time, a 12.66. For Undum.
So 12.33 here for the East All-Stars. Taylor Christensen's already in the clubhouse with the lead, if you will, at what she was able to do the first time with an 11.26. We'll see if she can get to sub 11.2 even here. She makes her way around. And that wide turn will see if it adds an extra tenth or two. But regardless, the very first run, she is the leader in the clubhouse. And does she beat an 11.26 is the question, Josh.
Does not improve. 3/10 slower with an 11.56, but that is still the second fastest time, tied with Richter's second run of 11.56.
It's the skills competition, infield throwing, outfield throwing, and the home run derby is still up next. Ellie Broughton from Renville County here gets her second time, an 11.97 the first time around for the Muskrats runner. Renville County will make her way around third as she's going to scamper into home here. And Ellie Broughton will see if she can get another sub-12 second timer on the base pass for the Renville County Muskrats and the West All-Stars.
Broughton is now the second runner, joining Tori Richter to improve on her first time with an 11.75 for Broughton, taking over 2/10 off.
That's not too bad, but still Tori Richter for the East All-Stars, 11.56 is second. And now you have Berkeley Selzer from Velvet Drake Animouche. She ran a 13.16 the first time as she nearly tripped between first and second. So we'll see if she can get under 13 the second time around on the base pass.
A nearly identical time. This one 13.19 for Selzer.
So 13.19 for Selzer as we come across here. Team scoring is, again, 5 place for first, second place is third, and third place is 1 point. So 5 points will be awarded to Christensen here of the West All-Stars. Coming in second is going to be Tori Richter. She'll earn 3 points. And coming in third here in a moment at 11.75 will be Ellie Broughton. So 5 points for Christensen, 1 point for Broughton on the way. So the West All-Stars currently with 6. The East All-Stars currently now have 3. So that's how the team scoring works in this one. As now we'll go to the infield and outfield throwing here in a moment. We'll take a quick break. We'll let you know who's coming up next for the infield throwing contest on yourliveevent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
As we come back here on the infield throwing competition for the East All-Stars, Azana Lucian here from the Fargo Shanley Deacons, Mara Lick from West Fargo, Serena Closey of Hillsborough Central Valley. On the West, Kaylin Bachmeyer of Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark, Megan Weisbeck from Legacy, and then Delaney Tweed from Botno. So the East currently trails it on the team score 6-3 right now, as we'll have the opportunity to go from shortstop to the first shortstop to first base coming across the way, as this will be here on yourliveevent.com. And since we got that scoreboard feature, why not use the team scores here? As my on-site producer Joey says, why not put the team scores up? So again, the West leads it 6-3 right now over the East All-Stars. Josh, for fielding composition, would you rather throw from short to first, or would you rather be an outfielder throwing it to home plate, which we saw Christensen already gun down Closey yesterday at center field to home at West Fargo Cheyenne?
Yeah, I'm going to take the outfield in this one. I'm going to show off the cannon a little bit, show off the accuracy at the same time. I'm taking center field.
As you have Mr. Skogs, Mike Scogan out there, part of the Ball Yard and part of one of the many proud sponsors here of the Scheels Softball All-Star Series, giving some instruction, letting them know that they're good to go and who's going to be going out first here for the skills competition. So as in, you have Azana Lucian, Mara Lick, and also Serena Closey here from the Hillsborough Central Valley. So Azana Lucian here from the Shanley will be coming out, and here's how this works as she comes across. You're graded on 5 throws from shortstop. Right middle, the center of the target, a perfect throw nets you 3 overall points. If you're able to hit the outer net or you bounce it, it's worth 1 point. And Lucian right now has been right on the money from how we see it here. There is, again, about a 5x5, if you will, little target, then even a bigger one that comes around an extra foot or two, as that one will miss across on her 5 throws. So right now we'll see what the official number is, but it looks like a pretty good number to start here for Miss Lucian, Josh.
Yes, the first 4 perfect throws, and that's netting a 12.
So 12 on the way for Lucian. As we mentioned, it was almost nearly flawless there till the final one is coming on now for the East All-Stars, and it'd be Mara Lick from the West Fargo Packers. So that bounces, so that counts as 1 as an example compared to a perfect throw. Lick then on the second one hits it right between the eyes for 3 points here. The shortstop comes on again, 1 hops. It's still better than a miss, as now all of a sudden you'll have throw number 4. That's able to get there. Looks like 8 points as we currently have it, and she's down to her final one here from Lick from West Fargo from shortstop in time for the putout. I think Lick will have 11 points, but Josh, you're next to the official scorekeeper down here as they confer what we have, but from my untrained eye, it looks like we have 11.
It's actually a 7 as the final 2 hit the side of the net, did not go straight in. So it has to go in on the fly as a perfect swish. So it's going to be a 7.
So 7 points on the way here. As now you're going to have Serena Closey. That'll miss on the first one. Closey, normally a pitcher here for the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros. She's having a couple smiles so far, though, as this one will 1 hop, and that will be in the net. So there's a point there. The 4th opportunity here for Closey. That'll miss just the side of the target, and we'll see what they give it for the final throw here for a point for Closey. So Josh will go down there and Closey again with 5 throws and see what the official number is. The best number, the 12 points from Shanley's Azana Lucian.
So Closey puts up a 3 as she skipped 3 of the 5 throws into the net, netting a 3 for the final East run.
So now you're going to have Kaylin Bachmeyer from Delax Burlington, Lewis and Clark. We saw her make a really nice play out in right field yesterday, and she played a lot of first base as well. So first one is off the target. Second one, a little bit closer, but just nicks it, but unable to get in for that one hop. This will be a perfect 3 points, it looks like, on throw number 3. She still has 2 more throws to go here from short. That's another one starting to heat up here for Bachmeyer like a outside shooter in basketball. We'll see if she can finish it 3 for 3, and those are pretty good 3 tosses, Josh, to end it here for Miss Bachmeyer from Delax, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark.
That last one going off the side for a final score of 8.
So they'll give 8 on the way here. Is in center of the target is 3 points. If it hits the outer net or out of bounds, it's just 1. As now coming on will be Megan Weisbeck, Bismarck Legacy Saber. First toss, errant. Second toss coming across here. Again, Weisbeck, also like Bachmeyer, played a lot of first base yesterday for the West All-Stars in their 2 wins. And kind of like Serena Closley, playing a different position. You're not used to being a shortstop here in softball. As a couple of hops come across the way, and all of a sudden now we'll have the 5th throw. And what's going to be the final score down there for Weisbeck from Bismarck Legacy, Josh?
Looks like Weisbeck nets a 3.
So 3 points on the way here for Weisbeck. So far, 8 points for Bachmeyer. She is currently in second with Lick. Lucian with 12 is your leader in the clubhouse, if you will, barring what Delaney Tweed from Botno is able to do. And Tweed starts things off pretty well here. Played a lot of right field, saw her a little bit at the pitcher's side. Again, it doesn't matter about if you have to go quick or take your time. And Tweed, like going out the golf range, bringing her 1 wood out and hitting it down the fairway, just looks nice in rhythm and comfort. And can she go 5 of 5 potentially across the way? Josh, what's the official countdown there? We might have a new leader.
We do indeed. It is a 13, it looks like, coming across for Tweed.
So 13 for Tweed across the way. So Tweed from Botno with the most points at 13. 12 from Azana Lucian of Fargo Shanley. And then from there, it's Kaylin Bachmeyer of Lewis and Clark with 8 points. So Tweed, Lucian, and then Bachmeyer here for the points. And all of a sudden now you take a look at the points that are awarded. Again, the East gets 3 more, but along the way the West gets 6 more. So now all of a sudden you look up on our Thunder Seed scoreboard, it's 12-6 currently as we have it here on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a quick break. We come back after this. It's the outfield competition next on your live event.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsborough location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Let's get to our outfield competition now. We're halfway home. So far, it's been 6 points west, 3 points east in both the fastest runner and infield throwing. The outfield for the east will look like this. Autumn McGough from West Fargo Cheyenne, Serena Closey from Hillsborough Central Valley, and Olivia Dick from Thompson. For the west, Olivia Pesa from Velvet Drake Animus, Gabby Bird of Bismarck Century, short for Gabriella, and Brecken Bieber from Beulah will be coming out here for the west. So how this is going to work, 5 throws from short center field. If you hit the center of the net, it's 5 points. If you bounce it into the center of the net, so a one hop, if you will, it's 3. And if you hit the net in some capacity, whether it's a bounce or in the air, it's worth 1 point. You get 5 throws, roughly at around 125 to 140 feet, if you will, from center field. So what we know is this: the East currently down by 6. If they lose another 3 points on that scoreboard, it would be 15 going into it would be 18-9. They would nearly need to sweep then going into that home run derby to pick up a championship in the skills competition. Josh, the center field throw, do you go with the crow hop? Do you take your time? What are you doing here from center field?
Yeah, I'm going crow hop all the way right here just to try and get that every bit of momentum you can on that back foot and explode towards home plate.
So, and this is one thing that I think Tweed took advantage of from Botno. She saw 5 players in front of her at shortstop, Josh, and she said, you know what, I'm not timed. This is not like I have to throw it across as quick as I can. I just need to have an accurate throw. As Josh makes his way away from the target range, if you will, behind home plate. As Josh makes his way up to first base. And he will continue to maneuver from there. Is coming on here from Autumn McGough from West Fargo, Cheyenne. You'll get 5 tosses here. First one was, again, able to hit the net in some capacity. It's worth a point. If you bounce it into the net, it's going to be worth 3 points. And then if you hit it just right on the fly, it's going to be worth 5 points. So here's the throws coming in. As McGough has been able to hit a couple pretty close to the net so far. Hasn't put it perfectly in, but that one is a nice one-hop in. And this is going to be the last throw on the way. As Josh has made his way out to center field. And a good final throw there on the way for Miss McGough from West Fargo, Cheyenne. What's the final line score on that one, Josh?
So they are counting the one hop straight into the net as 3, so it's going to be an 11.
So 11 points. Not too bad for McGough, I think, Josh, as a table setter here.
Absolutely. All 5 she connects in some form, so McGough leads it off strong.
So you hear Mike Scogan saying you can go up to the yellow line as Serena Closey comes on here. Again, as long as you hit it, you're able to get 1 point across the way, side net or at least on a hop. And if you get it in the middle target, then it's going to be 3. If you can just hit the target perfectly like a frozen rope, you'll all of a sudden find yourself with 1 across the way. So Closey right now trying to stretch out that arm a little bit. Here's the throw coming across. That'll miss. And she will have her final toss here for the East and the Hillsborough Central Valley Boroughs, and then it goes to Olivia Dick from Thompson. Last one on the way for Closey might be your best one as that hits the target. So Serena Closey coming on here, Josh, with the final score of what?
And Closey comes up with a 2 on the second attempt for the East.
So able to get on the board, which is the main thing that you want, but now there is some pressure, I would say, on Olivia Dick. If you're Olivia right now, you want to at least hit the target on a bounce. If you can do that a couple of times, we'll see what she's able to do here. Good way to start for this one for Olivia. Comes across on through. Able to do it again back-to-back on a hop that time. So far, Olivia Dick from Thompson is putting on a show. That one came right through in the net of the target. As that hit the very bottom and bounced out, that might be worth 5. Olivia Dick with another one hop here. And Olivia, well, 4 for 4 so far. Can she finish it off with her 5th for the East All-Stars? And that one, oh, that could be the best throw of the day. As we're getting a little interference out from our center field microphone. But, Josh, what do we got out there for the final score from Miss Olivia Dick from Thompson?
We are still getting some unofficial word from the net right there on that last throw, but we have a guaranteed 10 plus whatever the last throw is.
As you have them conferring it over right now.
Yeah, 15.
15 is what they're going to give her. So that was the leader in the clubhouse is Olivia Dick with 15. So from Thompson, Olivia Dick with 15. Coming in second is Anna McGough and Serena Closey from Hillsborough Central Valley with 2 right now. So the West All-Stars need at least 2 to get in double digits if they want to take 2 of the top 3 spots. So Olivia Pesa here from Velvet Drake Anamoose will come on. So Pesa will come on here, and I like what Pesa's doing. Oh, she hit that one right square on the money. She's just taking her time like a cool Sunday stroll down Main Street as this one will come off in one hop. Again, I think it's better, Josh, to go second time around here, kind of like in bowling. You want to see how that lane maybe works a little bit as Pesa airmails that one. She'll have 2 more throws. Pesa will come on for her 4th throw here. This will be on the side of the netting, and this will be her final toss. But the first 2 were about as good as you could get, whether it's on a hop or not, and Pesa then misses that one a little bit to the end. So Pesa started off strong, then missed 2 of her final 3 throws, as coming up now from Bismarck Century is going to be Gabby Bird. Josh, what's the final score?
We've got a 9.
So 9 on the way. So she's currently in 3rd right now, which means the West All-Stars are at least going to get 1 point. But now for Bird, she has a chance to try to get, again, plus 11. They need more than 11 to at least get into 2nd and more than 15 to get into 1st. Bird with 2 tosses that have hit the net so far. You get right in the middle. That's worth 5. Anything on a bounce through the target, just like that by Bird, is worth 3. And then if you're able just to hit the target, that's worth 1. 4th throw on the way from Bird, as she was able to hit one of the softballs right in front.
That one will count as a 3 skipping into the net.
And here's the last one on the way. That might be the best throw. Oh, that was right on the money here for Bird. As we'll see what the final score is here for Bird coming in.
We're going to have a new 2nd place with 13.
So with 15 with Olivia Dick, Bird with 13, and Anna McGough with 11. Brecken Bieber here from Beulah needs to get 11 or more to get on the podium, if you will. As Bieber's first toss is going to be a miss, so that'll put her behind the 8 ball here. She will need to have a couple of really good throws. So Bieber right now will step in. That one's going to be off. I kind of see Brecken, Josh, not so much with a crow hop, but almost more like a javelin, kind of 1, 2, 3 on the side and then throw from center field.
Yeah, that last throw from Dick being on the money for a 5, that one is looming large right now, as that's the difference between 1st and 2nd place right now.
So currently, if this would hold, the East would have 2 of the 3 up top, and the West would have 1. So they would cut that deficit in half to 3 points going to that home run derby, which makes it more interesting going to that home run derby, because if the West was able to do what they did, all of a sudden it would be a West team that's going to more than likely come out on top. But instead here, we'll see what the final throw is going to be. But for the East All-Stars, Olivia Dick will take 5 points, McGough will take 1 point, and Bird will take 2 points, as Bieber 3 points, as Bieber's going to have 1 point on the way there. So all of a sudden, a new score on our Thunder Seat scoreboard. It's the West All-Stars with 15 points, and the East All-Stars, they will have 12 points. Coming up next, we'll get to our Home Run Derby, the final part of our skills competition. The East All-Stars trailing it by 3 to the West. We'll let you know who's partaking in the home run launch next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Located on the beautiful Goose River in Hillsboro, the Goose River Golf Club offers both recreational and experienced golfers a great round. It's a 9-hole course open to the public, located right off exit 104 on I-29. The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro offers annual memberships for singles and families, also college memberships, first-time memberships, and outside 30-mile radius of Hillsboro membership available as well. Men's Day is Wednesday, Ladies' Day is Tuesday. You can learn more about getting on the Goose River Golf Club, GooseRiverGolfClub.com.
The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club would like to congratulate Serena Closey on being nominated to the Scheels Softball All-Star Series. And congratulations to Coach Corey Erickson and the entire HCV Burroughs softball team on their run to the State Class B softball tournament. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents and fans and community members who work together to build team and community spirit and are proud of the Burroughs' accomplishments throughout the school year.
As we're back here on YourLiveEvent.com, so 3 batters coming up for the East. Make it 4 batters, coming up for the East. It'll be Emma Johnson from West Fargo, Katie Sinner from Central Cass, Avery Moore from Fargo Davies, and Liz Newley from Grand Forks Red River. For the West All-Stars, it'll be Bailey Burke from Dickinson, Daisy Sparrow of Central McLean, Caitlin Dannenfelser from Bismarck High, and Kirsten Galloway from Minot. What the East All-Stars need bare minimum here is to finish first and third. If they're able to do that, then we're going to have a tiebreaker at 18 apiece. If the East ends up winning and takes first and second, they would outright win. Any other scenario, the West is going to be on top. Josh, does that make sense to you as a math major?
I don't know what math major you're talking about, but my broadcast journalism math says that works just fine.
So we'll have the opportunity here to see this one come across as hopefully our center field outfield camera does not get hit. That's the only biggest thing as we saw yesterday. No home runs, but Josh, the thing that was different yesterday at Cheyenne, 205 6-foot walls. It's 200 8-foot walls, but also not as much wind that we had yesterday, I would say, in game number 1 at Cheyenne compared to what we see right now here in Bismarck.
Yeah, Chase, it's pretty calm down here on the field in terms of wind, so it's not going to be a huge factor. But like you said, fence is 5 feet closer to home plate than we were at Cheyenne yesterday. But the fence is, like you said, a little bit higher as well. So that a little bit of an added height barrier to get one out here.
So if we do get to a tiebreaker, mind you, it would be a home run off, Josh, where you get your best batter, and you can go from there if we get to that point. So it'll be a home run opportunity if we get to that tiebreaker. As Mike Scogan comes out, I'm going to let you know what you have. So here's what the home run derby looks like again. 10 swings from the front toss of the BP. Home run, if it clears the fence, that's worth 5 points. 165 feet or more, as they have it taped off here on the outfield, is worth 3 points. And then at 125 feet, if you hit it in that zone, it's worth 1. If you hit it 120 feet, it's worth nothing, so you might as well just ground out. No, I'm kidding. But at the end of the day, 1 point for 125 feet. Anything over 165 is worth 3. And if you do get a round tripper, that is worth 5 points on the way. So 4 batters here. The East All-Stars need at least 2 of them to finish in the top 3 to at least force a tiebreaker or win it outright. If the West All-Stars get 2 in the top 3, it doesn't matter which 3 spots, but if they get 2, the West All-Stars will win the skills competition. Josh, as you look down there, we did see some power and some doubles yesterday, some triples. We also, at other times yesterday, saw a couple really nice plays up against the wall from East hitters against the West in that second game. So we saw power yesterday at Cheyenne. We just didn't see anything that officially left the park.
Yeah, I think Naram, right in front of me here, she's got a good chance, even though she's one of the smaller on this field. She is a very good hitter, gap to gap in the power department. We saw that on display at Cheyenne yesterday.
As here at Sanford Sports Complex at Bismarck Legacy High School in Bismarck, there is a little bit of a crosswind as we're seeing it, but I don't think it's going to be enough, Josh, to deter one that's going right down the left field line to almost sudden, blow it where the patrons are sitting down the left field line compared to what we shot yesterday at Cheyenne.
Yeah, you're right. The flag you can see blowing in the wind in that left field gap right there, but it's not going to be deterring any balls from its original course.
So coming up first here, it's the East All-Stars and the West All-Stars in the Home Run Derby. Then around 6 o'clock tonight, we will get to the final game of the 2023 Scheels Softball All-Star Series. Go to yourliveevent.com to find that stream for game number 2. So Kyra Naram here from the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs will be coming on. She will be as part of the Home Run Derby here. So we'll see who she's going to be hitting for in this one. But again, Naram. First pitch on the way. That'll be in the dirt, grounded. And if you do not swing at a pitch like that, it does not go against you. So you get 10 swings. So you can take as many as you want. We were talking about the Home Run Derby coming here in Major League Baseball, if we liked it or not, compared to what it was when Ken Griffey Jr., Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa was hitting. You could take as many pitches and launch one to left, launch one to right. But now, kind of like the game of baseball, Josh, you have a pitch count and a little bit of a time, as this is going to be a 3-pointer from Naram in left center field. This will be hit on the ground. But, Josh, do you like the new way of the Home Run Derby of baseball, or do you like the old way?
I'm liking this new way. I really enjoyed Rodriguez and Soto in the Home Run Derby last year, and as we see Naram, I think that's in the middle right there.
So 1 point. So Narum so far with 4 to my calculations, as this will just miss the 1-pointer. Narum will have a couple of swings left. As the righty just looking for her pitch. Anthony Meyer from Northern Cass giving her the BP. As you have Narum with one more swing and one more opportunity. And this is going to be hit on the ground. And we'll see what the official score is upcoming. But I believe we have 4 points upcoming.
Yep, that is indeed the case, Chase.
So Narum again with 4 points. Katie Sinner from Central Cass has an uppercut swing availability here to try to hit a home run. Make sure after the skills competition is done, we'll put a bow on this one, let you know how each particular individual skills competition went. Sinner, again, as we mentioned, uppercut swing, able to get 1 point on that one down the left field line. So currently with 1 here for Sinner. Second swing upcoming. There's a high fly ball hit down the left field line way back, and that is going to be a home run, it looks like.
I don't think it quite cleared.
Nope, did not quite clear. We'll have Josh. I kind of am hit down the left field line, so Josh, you can kind of say it for me if it is going to be
like
home run.
a pair of 3s.
Okay, pair of 3. So we got 7 here for Sinner, but Josh, we mentioned that uppercut swing, and it's working out really nicely for Katie.
Yeah, she's able to get a nice lift on that ball out to the left field pull side.
Here's going to be an opportunity to go, and that'll one-hop the wall for 3. And this is going to be popped up, so currently 11 points here for Sinner. Doing a good job again, getting some points across, especially that pull side. As we've already seen Sinner here beating Narum's score with 4. This one goes right back to Meyer here. So he'll have another opportunity to throw one to Sinner, and she pops this one up. Sinner will have about 1 or 2 more swings left in her arsenal to try to add on to her point total.
Currently sitting at 11 through 8 swings, it looks like.
So Sinner, we'll see if she can connect on one. There's a high fly ball, but the question is it fair? That's going to be a foul ball. And there's another fly ball hit deep to left, way back to the warning track, and that one is gone. A home run on the way for Sinner, so she'll finish on a bang with 5 points. That's at least 16 coming for Sinner.
It is indeed 16 for Katie Sinner as that last ball does clear the left field wall. Our first ball that has gone out this afternoon.
So 1 home run for Sinner. The last one again for 5. That was a big one. 200 right down the left field line, and now it's going to be Miss Moore who bats from the left-hand side here. So those that have been sitting in right field are like, hey, we would like to, shag a fly ball or 2 as well.
Yeah, they're going to get a chance here. Remind us, Chase, what the East needs to do to force this to a tiebreaker or win it outright.
Yeah, they're going to at least need to have 2 in the top 3 as Moore goes opposite field, and she is at least going to get a point. Second one on the way is roped to right center field, and that's just going to miss about 130, make that 120 instead of 125 feet. And you just feel like with the batters that are coming up next for the West, that you probably need at least 2 batters for the East around that 14, 15, 16 mark to really give yourselves a pretty good shot.
Yeah, Moore just looking for a pitch that she can drive up in the zone. There you go, but it's going to come up a little bit short, I think.
Pop up here for Moore from Fargo Davies. This is going to be another opportunity that comes in. Doesn't have enough muscle. It does not.
Quite.
She's just missed about 5 feet, 2 points. And there's one that's...
I mean, these are base hits right here.
I was going to say, that'd be a line drive up the middle. But here in the home run derby, last time she went opposite field, she earned a point. This time, she's going to earn 3. So there's 4 points here on the way for Moore. This is going to be at least another point, if not 3. And it's another 3. So she's got 7. Swings are starting to run down a little bit. Moore, can she muscle this one for a point? And she
Maybe
does.
3.
Wow, that's a good one there for Moore.
A lot of carry to the opposite field, the Mauer power.
I like it. Wearing number 7, the Mauer power, Avery Moore. Here's another opportunity for Moore going opposite field. That looks like another 3-pointer on the way, and it is. So Moore's in double digits. Now it's just a matter of adding on to it, and can
I'll
she
get on the board.
have another one, and she does. It's going to be worth 1 point. So we'll see what the final line total is. She looks to be at least in the teens for more. Katie Sinner currently first with 16, Narum with 4. Josh, what does she have?
We got a final score of 15.
So good job by Moore after having a couple of outs early to come back and finish with 15 points. So that at least forces the West here, with still a Red River batter coming here east, to have to again get 15 or more. But can Newly start driving the ball somewhere here for Grand Forks Red River? And Anthony Meyer, what he's been trying to do for these hitters is saying, where do you like the softball, right? Do you like it low and away? Do you like something up and in? Trying to give them the sweet spot here. And so far, Newly 2 times through and a couple of grounders. And now she'll have her third swing here. So now she'll have to start utilizing the field a little bit. Again, if you do hit a home run, it's worth 5. So you could have 3 home runs and tie Moore as an example. If you have 7 swings that are worth 0 points. But the one thing Moore did, Josh, I thought was consistent, right? That 3, 3, 3, and then all of a sudden you looked up and she was at 15 points pretty quickly there.
Yeah, she was able to add on quickly as she found her swing to be to the opposite field is where her power was.
It's going to be hit on a line, a 1 hopper, but so far for Newly hasn't been able to draw a point. As Newly right now is going to have to go for the home run. There's a high fly ball. That'll at least be a point, and it is. Like when the point comes across, you see everybody in the outfield raise their hand for 1 or raise their hand for 2. It's almost like a wave going across from right to left field. There's another high pop-up, but that's not going to leave the infield. It's a big league pop-up. And now Newly's down to her final swing or 2. As that'll be roped, and that'll at least be 1 point upcoming here for Newly.
And that will be the total. So 16 and 15 is the target to beat for the West on their round coming up. They'll have 4 batters themselves to try and eclipse that mark and win the skills competition overall.
So Bailey Berg, Daisy Sparrow, Caitlin Dannenfelser, and Kirsten Galloway are the batters upcoming here for the West All-Stars. As the West All-Stars currently lead it 15-12 right now. The West All-Stars have won 2 of the 3 skills competitions. And if they have 2 batters with 15 or more points, they will take the 2023 skills competition. Josh, again, it's not so much that you have to hit home runs, even though home runs are nice. But if you can do what Avery Moore did, which is, hey, just lace some base knocks somewhere, get a couple of points on the board early, particularly with those 3s, that's going to keep you very much in it.
Yeah, some warning track fly balls, those are going to add up quickly as you have plenty of swings that if you hit a few of those, you're going to be in the teens. And if the West gets anyone in above 16, does that give them the win right there?
Well, if they get 16, for example, if they get 17, they would earn 5 points, and that would then all of a sudden second and third would only be 4. So it does, Josh. So they're going to need, again, if the West gets at least 1 over 16, they are the winner on that one. If they take second and third, as an example, they will win as well because they'll earn 4 points, and all that the East would earn would be 5. So the East, again, they need 2 of the top 3, at least first or third, and a couple of groundouts so far here for Berg from Dickinson. No points. Good little hit that more than likely would have been a base knock, but instead, here, no points. There's a uppercut swing opportunity. Does it have enough juice to get out? No, it does not. Doesn't leave the infield. Halfway through for Berg now as she's down to her final 3 or 4 swings upcoming here from Dickinson. When you get to this point, you haven't earned any points. Now it's all of a sudden, it's going for broke. It's trying to hit one as hard as you can and as far as you can to get that 5 points across the board. Berg,
there we go. We're on the board. We got a 3 right there.
So she's going to get 3 points here for Berg. Good hit. There's another opportunity that goes to straightaway center field. That'll be 3 points, so Berg now has 6.
That one of the more impressive swings of the day right there, going down and away, reaching for that ball. And so those 2 threes are going to be her score to make it 6, I believe.
So Bailey Berg from Dickinson will be 5th overall. Central Cass, Katie Sinner with 16. Avery Moore from Fargo Davies with 15. Now Bailey Berg from Dickinson in 3rd with 6 points. Daisy Sparrow of Central McLean will be coming on here. Wearing the orange high socks. First pitch on her ability to hit, and that goes out for 1 point. Sparrow kind of went out of the zone a little bit to hit that one. Does it again. She'll have enough muscle, it looks like, from our eye to get another. She just does now with 2. Well, those can be difference makers, as you're not getting outs, you're at least getting a point, as this is another opportunity, as it'll be short, so 3 swings and 2 points.
Yeah, just off the end of the bat on that last one. That one is just in front of the tape, I believe.
4 swings with 2 points still, as she will be at the halfway point.
There we
This
go.
is going to be on the board, and that is worth 3. So halfway through, 5 points here for Sparrow. That'll be another point upcoming. It is now with 6. He's lacing singles everywhere here. And she's 6 swings in. Sparrow, that's going to be another couple of points upcoming. It'll just be 1, however. So now with 7 here for Sparrow. She goes into 3rd officially, but still well behind Moore with 15 points. Fly ball, that's going to carry out to left, and that'll be just shy of a point. And that'll be a grounder here. So Sparrow looks to see she'll have 7 or 8 points officially.
Yeah, it'll be 7, and she'll climb up into 3rd place, like you said, for the West.
So if you're the East right now, things are looking pretty good with 2 left to go, with Caitlin Dannenfelser from Bismarck High, and then you're going to have Kirsten Galloway from Minot High. But again, if you have a West player taking first, it doesn't matter at this particular juncture. But if they take second, then we're going to start talking about a tie. If they take third, then all of a sudden the East is going to end up finding a way to win this puppy. This is a good start on the way for Dannenfelser. That'll be 1 point on 1 swing. Oh, she does it again to left center field. That'll be 3 points now with 4 quickly. Dannenfelser 2 swings with 2 points. That's a good average, and that ball is deep, and that ball is going to be 3 points on the way. Another opportunity. 4 swings here for Dannenfelser, and she will get another point. She smokes another one here to center, so she's got 5 swings, all with 1 or 3 points, and she's going to add on to it. And Dannenfelser right now is putting on a show, and she wants to at least be in first place. And what she's been able to do, no outs. It's been at least a point, if not 3, across the board, as she is knocking on the door of 16 for Sinner, and this could be the exclamation point, a high fly ball, and that is going to be another 3 points down the left field line.
Anything else, and I think she's got it.
So she has a couple of swings left.
This could do it.
As this will go to left center field, and that'll be 1 point. Dannenfelser here from Bismarck High is going to be your new clubhouse leader. And the West All-Stars, with this performance, no matter what Galloway does, it looks like they're going to win the skills competition. And I love this swing from Dannenfelser here. She was able just to hit rope after rope after rope, Josh.
Yeah, Dannenfelser with a great swing, great set of 10 swings right there, just straight through the ball, going right back up the middle, and yanked a couple for power as well. Kept them all in fair territory. 18 points. That's going to be enough.
Yep, so Dannenfelser with 18 points. The West All-Stars are officially going to win this one no matter what Kirsten Galloway does. But Galloway, she will try to have to beat 18. But Dannenfelser right off the bat just had a .331. She just started off right off the bat as Galloway kind of looks back into the third base dugout with a chuckle after a grounder to the third. She'll have 9 swings left, now make it 8. As they're trying to, again, have that uppercut. Swinging for some of these players might be a more slasher line drive type of a hitter. There's a fly ball that'll net at least 1 point for Galloway. 3 swings in. Galloway hits this one on the ground, now with 4 swings. 5 swings with 1. We hear Galloway say, oh, wow, after that one. So halfway home here for Galloway. The East All-Stars look like they'll take the first with Sinner and Moore. They'll take second and third with 4 points total on the team. But the 5 points in the first place will go to Dannenfelser and the West All-Stars because of that will take the eventual 2023 skills competition. Galloway hits one, and that's going to be a point on the way for Kirsten here. Another pop-up on the fly, and she'll have one more swing here for Galloway. Saw her pitch really well, 5 innings of work in game number 1 last night. The pitch, as Galloway will get another opportunity at this one. So we'll have Dannenfelser with Bismarck High with 5 points. Katie Sinner from Central Cass with 3, and Avery Moore from Davies with 1 point. So with that being said, the West All-Stars will end up being victorious here on this one, as it'll be 20-16 for the team numbers. So taking first place is Caitlin Dannenfelser from Bismarck High, as the points upcoming for the team scoring again is going to be 5 points. And then you'll have 4 points on the way here with Katie Sinner with 16 and Avery Moore with 15. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll put a bow on our skills competition and run through it one more time here on YourLiveEvent.com.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Dirt turning, hearts pumping, motors roaring. It's nonstop racing action Thursday nights at the Norman County Raceway and Friday nights at the Red River Valley Speedway. Featuring the fastest drivers around. Don't miss a lap. Fuel burning, dirt turning all summer long. For more information, visit ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com. The action never stops. Thursday night racing at the Norman County Raceway and Friday night racing at the Red River Valley Speedway.
Keep your job site stocked with reliable service from Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters. Our team specializes in everything concrete. That means hand tools and equipment, rebar of all shapes and sizes, concrete forming packages and ICFs, decorative concrete materials like color, stain, sealers, and coatings. And let's not forget our impressive fleet of winter construction equipment to keep the concrete flowing all year round. If you've got concrete questions, we've got concrete answers at Prairie Supply Inc., the contractor's headquarters.
As we come back now, with us is Josh Boyko, standing by with the fastest runner with a blazing time of 11.26 seconds, and Taylor Christensen from Beulah. Josh, take it away.
Yeah, I got Taylor Christensen right next to me here, and at 11.26, blazing fast around the bases. What were you feeling around when you were coming around third base right there with the game on the line for your team?
I'm going to be honest, I was just trying not to slip on the turf. That's all that was in my mind.
I mean, we did have one around first and second base right there, so you did keep the footing, and you had two of the fastest times. Did you have any particular strategy other than not trying to slip?
I guess just rounding the bases is kind of an art form, I'd say, so that's about it.
It looked like art here today, and what have you been enjoying here about these couple days we've got together here?
It's fun to play with the girls that I've played against all my high school years, and I know a couple. I played travel ball with some of them, so it's pretty fun to play together.
And you mentioned getting to play with some former foes. Who's some of the people you've enjoyed most getting to know that you were playing against before?
I guess Daisy Sparrow. I've played against her all 6 years of Class B softball. She's been a tough competitor, so it's really fun to have her on my team for once.
And talk to us a little about some plans upcoming in the fall that you've got here.
I'm going to South Mountain Community College in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a small JUCO down there. They actually went to the JUCO World Series this year, so I'm pretty excited to get the opportunity to play down there.
Awesome, and we're going to be excited to get you back on the diamond and playing in our final game of the series here. Thanks for joining us, and congratulations on the victory in the skills competition. Back to you, Chase.
Thank you very much, Josh. Again, that is Josh Boyko with Taylor Christensen. As let's recap what happened here in the skills competition. The West All-Stars pick up the 20-16 win on our Thunder Seed scoreboard. About an hour from now, we'll get to the third and final game of the skills competition, of the softball series. But in the skills competition, coming with a first place time, again, Taylor Christensen, 11.26 from Beulah. Taking third was Tori Richter from Central Cass with 11.56. Taking third was Ellie Broughton from Menville County with 11.75. So Christensen, Richter, and Broughton on the fastest runner. Infield throwing accuracy, Kaylin Bachmeyer from Des Lacs, Burlington, and Lewis and Clark was in the top three. She will take third. Taking first is Delaney Tweed from Botno. She was able to have a nice 13 points across, and Azana Lucian from Fargo Shanley takes second. So Tweed from Botno first, Lucian from Shanley second, and Bachmeyer from Des Lacs, Burlington, Lewis, and Clark third. Outfield throwing competition, taking 5 points, Olivia Dick. It's the only one that the East All-Stars won as a team with 15 points. Coming in second was Gabby Bird from Bismarck Century with 13 points, and Anna McGough from West Fargo Cheyenne had 11 points. Home run derby went like this: 18 for Caitlin Dannenfelser from Bismarck High, 16 for Katie Sinner from Central Cass with finishing second, and Avery Moore from Fargo Davies. She takes third and finishes third here in this one with 15 points. So about an hour here for the 2023, that is, skills competition. We're going to take a break. When we come back, what we're going to do a little bit later on is get to about a 5:45 pregame, a 6 o'clock scheduled first pitch from the Sanford Health Complex here out in Bismarck for the final game of the 2023 Scheels Softball All-Star Series, and you can find that stream link again on yourliveevent.com. So game 1, 5-2 West. Game 2, 10-8 West. What will Game 3 have in store? The West has won 8 straight against the East here in the Scheels Softball Skills competition. And now as we move to the series as well, coming up a little bit later on. On behalf of Josh Boyko, I'm Chase Miller, and thanks to Joey Hughes as well. That does it for the skills competition. Join us in about 45 minutes for the final game of the 2023 series here on yourliveevent.com.